And our Zerg player for Team FXOpen is starting things off to the bottom right of the map. Tristram, it is.
FXO JKS.
JKS going to be the starting player here for his team. What can he do against the Terran player? We have starting to the top left of the map, of course, the Terran. It is
Ryung.
Ryung, the Soul Terran, and quite strong, and in all matchups really. His TVT is one he was known for.
Yeah, no, right now at the beginning of the match, JKS actually opening up with a bit of a lifestyle here. He goes into the Overload at 10 and then in the Oversupply. He uses that right away to get his 11th drone out there. It's something that Live really likes to do. A couple of other Zerg players are there with him. And we already have a drone across the map just trying to find out what exactly is happening here. And of course trying to spot the gas. Ryung is opening up with Barracks and Refinery. Will most likely get his Reaper to just have a quick poke at what exactly is going on at the bottom right. He wants to know what kind of timing did you use for your hatch. Do you already go into an early gas? Just being sure that he knows about the timings that the Zerg player could hit him early on with.
Yeah. Well, with the Reaper here, you just get so much information. And, you know, JKS actually hasn't made a pool yet. Is he going to go for double hatch before pool? He doesn't have a drone, so no. There's the hatchery, or rather the pool going down.
Yeah, he cannot go in
Not
double hatch before pool. Like,
not after seeing the gas, you know, first of all.
I mean, usually it's a strategy that you solely put out against, like, mostly Protoss players, and another thing is, like, if you're seeing the barracks, then you do not want to go into double edge before pool. That's just way too late, especially when there are Reapers in the game. If you have your own pool this late, and then the Queen this late as well, the Zerglings, those Reapers are going to run circles around you and killing off so many Harvesters. You can never risk that.
Yeah.
So he has the Overlord now also in position to just find out when exactly the timing for Ryung's command center is going down. And there we have the CC not in the main base, but the SCV already at the natural. There's just no reason for him to not do this. Reaper is out on the map, scouting already, and immediately Ryung decided to just head straight into the reactor that you would expect here and his expansion.
Yep, he's going to grab a factory to follow it up, get some Hellions. A little bit of harassment here still actually with the SCV. He harasses the minerals, and actually any drone he can slightly damage will mean that the Reaper can kill it just one shot faster. And that's exactly what he's going to start going for here. 4 Lings on the way. Will easily clean this up once they pop. Nice save there on the drone. 10 hit points left. The thing is, he was going to have to trade some Lings here if his control is not perfect. But at the very least, he's not going to lose any more Harvesters. And I like that Ryung only makes the 1 Reaper. Some players will make 2. But these days, it's just not all that useful anymore. Well, actually, as I say it, he starts 1 more with a Marine.
Nice control here, by the way, with the Zerglings that we see. The one thing that JKS was trying to accomplish here was making sure that all the Zerglings are on the high ground so that he can use vision against his opponent. And every time that Ryung was trying to jump up the ramp, or maybe even up one of those cliffs, the Zerglings were already in position. And now as the creep spreads at the natural, he has the opportunity to hunt down the Reaper if it goes for the Harvesters at set natural. So, really nice moves here by JKS in the early game. Both players just dancing around each other a little bit, testing each other out. And now, of course, the broader strokes of the match are going to happen. We have speed already halfway done. And a lot of Zerglings here for JKS, so he's going to hit one of these 6-minute timings when you want to attack with a couple of units. And so far, Ryung has been skipping on the bunker.
Yeah, he skips the bunker, and that could hurt him a little bit here.
Well, I think he might get it soon.
Yeah, he starts a depot here.
It's a pretty cool position to just shield those 2 Reapers and make sure that they have there was only very little surface area for the Zerglings. The problem being is you expose your natural by doing this. And with the Roach Warren that goes down for JKS now, he already has a position to be very aggressive against his opponent. And the early Lings already could do a lot here.
This is what I was talking about JKS. You know, he's got these timings where he can sometimes take a game off of a really good player just because he surprises them. And now Ryung caught here a little bit with his pants down. Will he get the depot up? The answer is no, but the Hellions are still in a great position here. The Zerglings doing virtually nothing.
Yeah, that actually looked a little bit more scary than it was. We had already 4 Hellions up the ramp, and when JKS saw that there was no wall, he got like pretty excited and was trying to hunt these units down. He could have done a little bit more damage at the natural itself, trying to bait those Hellions in and then surround them, but he really just saw an opportunity, went for it, and then when he arrived at the top of the ramp, was surprised by 4 Hellions just waiting for them. Those Zerglings, of course, with the Reapers blocking, lined up perfectly and were taken out. But still, nice move here. Could have done a little bit more, lost a few too many units, but now we have the second phase of the attack coming in.
Well, with Banshees coming out here, that's going to help him defend in some ways, but you know, the Banshee doesn't do damage too quickly. He needs to target the Banelings with that, and he doesn't have any siege tanks. Does have a CC at the wall too.
Yeah, that's the thing now. The Banshees have to do damage against those Banelings because the Roaches with the armor, they take a couple of shots until you can really take them out. So against the Roaches themselves, there is not a whole lot. This attack should not kill Ryung, but he needs to be careful. The Banshee actually at the bottom of the map might be deflected by the Queens, and if that's the case, then Ryung is without a lot of anti-air. A lot of things that he can throw against these Roaches, since he's going into a Viking after the Banshee. But now the Banshee already saw what's coming. But still, this is going to be a little bit iffy if he doesn't pay attention.
Yeah, you know, I don't think he knows about this at all. He doesn't have any siege tanks in production. Had he known, he would have easily done this. Now he sees, and I mean, there's not a whole lot he can do except start bunkers and hope to get a few more units out. The Banshee here are going to be so useful with the Banelings, just like we talked about before.
Needs a target
though.
Zerglings, and this is going to be bad, or it could be. Here come those Banelings, and they're going to town. That supply depot is already gone. The SCVs, they have to escape, and they're trying their best going up that ramp. The bunkers are not done just yet, and here come the Roaches doing a lot of damage, and Ryung is suddenly in a really difficult position here. He's trying to defend. The Harvester count is, of course, currently in his favor, but if JKS does enough damage here, then the Terran player will be in trouble.
There's not really a whole lot of defense against the Roaches. The Banelings are being cleaned up by the Banshee, but he's got a Viking on the ground. That's how desperate he is here to deal with the Roaches, but they're already inside now, and here come the rest of the Zerglings.
The Zerglings streaming in, the Banelings as well, getting their shots off, and at this point, the Harvester count goes down to 22 for the Terran player. He still has the mules. Another Baneling move in him, not detonating though. Here they come, and maybe he can take down a few more. He's going in, and he's taking them down. 20 Harvesters against 31 right now, but so far JK is not done just yet.
Yeah, he's not done yet.
He needs to do more damage.
Exactly. There's a third command center finished here, and if he doesn't do a little bit more damage, this actually will not be worth it. The third CC not complete just yet. The Vikings still helping out a little bit. 4 Marines at a time. He needs to re-wall. Can he get down there and do it? The bunker is actually still up.
Widow Mines are also in the game right now. Those Zerglings trying to do their best, at least delaying the command center for a little bit longer, just taking down the ACVs here. We have the Zerglings rushing in at the natural, trying to kill a few of the mules at the mineral line, taking out one of the Hellions, running into the main base, but so far, Ryung, he holds. Yeah. He holds with 19 SCVs and 2 expansions already done, and he is about to complete another command center. This game he is absolutely in this game still, even with 26 Harvesters killed.
Yeah, I want to say the game is pretty even, but Ryung might even have a slight edge here. Stim did not finish, as you can see here. He started to get nice trap there, almost gets into the main base.
Yeah, but very good lift here on the supply depot.
That's crucial.
I'm not quite sure if I would give him the edge, not just yet, because he doesn't have the 3 orbital. He doesn't have it.
Yeah, and he doesn't have Stim either. Stim didn't finish, so he doesn't really have any aggression he can put on for a really long time.
Yeah, so in terms of economy, as you can see, Ryung is currently ahead since he has the mules. But the more important thing, the reason why I don't think that Ryung is really ahead in this game is that JKS behind this teched. He went into tech, he got his lair tech up, he's already on his way to get the Spire, and he has a third base coming his way. So if he plays this well, if he just drones up and makes sure that he can really hit with those Mutalisks, then he has a pretty good chance of making something happen here. But Ryung is definitely not in a horrible spot, and if JKS doesn't do damage with the next wave of units that he throws against the Terran player, then he's going to fall far behind.
My concern is once Stim does finish, he's going to need to have all the tools ready, because he does have, like you said, he teched. He's even getting Baneling speed, which is really important, because when Ryung's push does hit, he does have a lot of Marines out, and he's going to hit hard. Right now, 13 drones going up, so it's kind of a razor-thin edge that JKS has to dance on right now, because he does need to get his third base economy up very quickly, get some Mutalisks out, but then also have the Banelings, of course, use that gas to prevent Ryung's timing. That's going to come out here pretty soon. He has 1-1 very delayed as well, because he was spending so much time defending.
The third orbital now coming, of course, into play, and he wants to get that third mineral line too. Ryung is making very good moves here, and the entire time with the mule advantage that he had, he kept on the same income as his opponent. We have, as you can see, both of them currently at roughly the same overall supply. The Mutalisks are going to be crucial right now. What can they accomplish? And to be quite frank with you, I'm not quite sure if they will be able to do too much, since we have 2 Widow Mines, we have double Widow Mine production, the 1-1 has been started. Ryung was always a great macro player, and he's showcasing it once again. He has that third base, and he's starting to get a really good position on the map if he's able to prevent damage by the Mutalisks. And if he gets those medevacs into the main base, that's going to
be a really big problem. There's no Banelings, and the Mutas are actually totally out of position. This is something that Ryung knows. And he's going to go right in here, and he's going to kill so much. Those Banelings are morphing way too far away to be useful, and he's actually going to be able to snipe the Queen here, it looks like. Drones on the run, and he could actually snipe. Could he strike the spawning pool? He's going to go for it.
Yeah, he goes for the spawning pool. Those Mutalisks, they can't fight. They cannot fight. He has to wait for the Banelings, but another wave of aggression is already coming towards the third base. The pool is gone. The Mutalisks are fighting. They cannot fight those Marines, but the dropship immediately evacuating everything while the third base is now being attacked and possibly targeted down. The Widowmines are already burrowing here, just waiting for the Zerglings to stream in the Banelings. The Mutalisk going to town, but here come those shots!
Oh, it hits all the drones as well as damages Mutas, and that's it. GG. That's that timing I was talking